I grew up with a mother that was schizophrenic. And one minute she's sane, and the next minute she's off. First time I decided to put me first, my mom didn't make it. I was raped. Emotionally, it's killing me.
Welcome to a place where your story
I was
matters
so ashamed.
and your struggles are met with compassion. Here, we create a space for healing, understanding, and hope. On this show, we dive deep into the heart of life's challenges, anxiety, trauma, heartbreak, and more, guided by experts, psychologists, therapists, counselors, and brave individuals who tell us the real story. Together, we'll uncover ways to navigate life's toughest moments, providing real solutions and powerful insights to help you thrive. My hope is to show you that no matter what you are facing in life, healing is possible and you are not alone. So let's walk this path of healing and growth together on the Victory Wilson Show. Hi there. Welcome to the Victory Wilson Show, a show dedicated to providing valuable insights and practical solutions to every life challenge that we humans experience. Trust that on the Victory Wilson Show, we have professional experts, psychologists, therapists provide practical solutions and guidelines to help us live a more balanced life. My name is Victory Wilson, your host. And on today's show, we are focusing on another important life challenge. And this has a lot to do with recovering one's self-esteem, rising above stigmatization, and so much more. We've heard the story of Faith Esebasi, a unique story. And to help us do justice to today's case, we have an experienced consultant clinical psychologist, a qualified behavior analyst, a skilled clinical evaluation, diagnosis, and management of psychological disorders such as depression, anxiety disorder, PTSD, and other mental health conditions. We have clinical psychologist Mr. Benedict Osama. Hello, sir.
Thank you. Nice to be here one more time.
Yes, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
And on the show today, apart from the clinical psychologist, we have our survivor, yes, who is about to move from surviving to thriving. Faith Esebasi.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Mr. Sam, this is Faith Esebasi. You've heard the story, and you know that she's in need of professional guidance. How would you address all that she's went through first?
Right? Everything was totally beyond your control. Yes, it was beyond your control. If everything was within your control, you will have saved her. And the way it works, it is in emotional and mental awareness. Whatever that is out of your control, you don't try to control it. Right? What brings emotional instability or disturbance to us, to people, is when you try to control what is beyond your control. Yes. When you try to control what is beyond. Now, for example, right? This wall, if I don't know that this is a wall and I can't move it. If I imagine or I think this is a plywood, whereas this is a cemented wall, isn't it? Right? I'll keep exerting energy and effort to pull it, not knowing that this thing is not within my control. I'll keep pushing, and the more I push and it doesn't move, the more I get angry and frustrated. Why? Because I'm trying to control what I thought I could control, whereas in the real sense, I don't have control over this. In this particular instance, in this case, a case of natural occurrence, natural disaster, including death, we don't have control over that. All right.
What we can take out from that, you cannot keep blaming yourself. So what I can get from what he said now is what we can get actually is you cannot keep blaming yourself, because if you look
Exactly.
at the circumstance, it's a natural occurrence. It's not like she was poisoned to death, neither was she drugged to death. It just happened that she died, and death is one death.
Not that you didn't do anything.
Everyone.
No, but at least get to say goodbye.
So you didn't get.
I knew she was.
But was there anything you could have done about it?
She called me that she wanted to see me.
Where were you?
I was in Lagos.
Doing what?
Okay.
I was working. I could have traveled. I could have taken permission.
You could have taken
I could
permission.
have traveled.
Okay, they would have given you permission.
They would have.
But why did you choose not to go?
Because I just didn't want to. I was tired.
You didn't want to. You were tired. Was it your fault that you were tired?
Exactly, right?
Why were you tired? You were tired because of everything that you had gone through before that time, taking care of her.
Of her.
Was it your fault that you were tired? Were you justified for being tired? At that time when you were in Lagos, did you think of your tiredness and you say, I don't blame myself for being tired. I have tried. I am tired.
Think who's just a mix of why are you tired? She's your mom. We're supposed to be there. And
At that time that you were in Lagos to work because you were tired, did you doubt your tiredness? Were you judging yourself for being tired at that point? If you told anyone, like you're telling us now, that you were tired and all the things that you had gone through, have you told anyone? You've not talked about this to anyone.
I've started talking to my siblings about it.
Okay, outside your siblings, have you tried talking to anyone? Okay, when you spoke to your siblings, did they justify you? Did they fault you for being tired? So you see now that what he is saying, truly, there was nothing, absolutely nothing you could have done about it. Even if you took excuse and they gave you, if you were not tired, then you'd have taken excuse, right? But you were tired and you had every justification to be tired. That's the reason why you cannot beat yourself up, because you've done everything that you can to take care of her and make sure that she stayed alive. You just said you didn't have a childhood. I'm sure you don't even remember rhymes. You remember?
I'm living vicariously through the children I take care of.
Through the children.
Okay.
You see, you literally did not have a childhood. So you need to accept that there was nothing that you could have done differently, because truly there was nothing.
Yeah.
So another thing I wanted us to go to is the case of the schizophrenic issue with your mom. You mentioned having difficulty to maintain a relationship, right? So when you say having difficulty to maintain a relationship, how do you mean? Do you mean because of your caregiving area, your caregiving quality, or because of the fact that you had a schizophrenic mom?
It's just that instability of someone being there 1 minute and the next moment they're not. Like, it's just that fear of abandonment. Like, you'll be in my life, will get me to fall in love with you, and then he will not love me again.
Oh. So you feel like the Mr. Sam, you feel like the person.
Because my mother one moment is so loving when she's saying, and then she's sick, and then she's so hateful.
So I want to based on your responses now, right? Not being able to maintain a relationship. You then also mentioned about feeling, right? Feeling or perception. So just to clarify, is it that you feel you're not able to maintain a certain relationship, or you have fear of maintaining a relationship, or it does happen?
I think it's a mix. The fear, and then sometimes the fear now. Sometimes it happens. Like, I've had just 2 relationships in my life.
Okay.
And they were very short.
How old are you now?
I'm 34.
Okay, so you've had 2, right?
That's
All right.
very short. The other one was just a month, and the other one was just like 3 months, very boring, like barely. And that was because I didn't really allow him in, because that feeling of, oh, you fall in love and then the person just doesn't reciprocate. I've had account of where I like somebody and they don't like me back.
All right.
And so that just made me feel like, okay, I'm not enough. You know, the people I like don't usually like me.
Okay.
So the ones that fall in love with you, you don't really like them.
Okay. I want to also know certain things, because you are drawing what we call conclusions in
My head.
your responses. Exactly. Now, so you are 34, you just had 2 relationships, right? Just 2, right, are not enough for you to draw a conclusion that yes, this and this and this is what is happening. And so that's what we call drawing into conclusion too early. So now the fact that you were scared of having a healthy relationship does not mean that you're not going to have one, or does not mean that is how you're going to be forever. It's just fear, which is a product of my thought, right? So, and the most times it's an irrational thought, right? Irrational means thought that has no base, no enough evidence to back it up, to support it, and then it gives birth to fear.
So I'm so sorry, but what I wanted to give you is that as a child, I escaped so many near sexual abuse from men.
Okay.
So it just made me afraid of the opposite sex. Okay. You know. So then I was so I was more of a loner. I liked my company, you know. I didn't allow myself, but in university I now tried to like loosen up a little bit. But most of the guys that were coming, they just wanted to come and have sex.
All right.
So I have one question for you actually. You said that you feel like you're more of the caregiver. Of what importance is being in a relationship to you right now? Now you're 34. You've only had 2 relationships. Why do you see it as a problem that you are not in a relationship?
No.
You don't see it as a problem.
It's partly a choice thing.
Partly a choice. So do you think it's okay for you to just be like this?
No. I'm ready to be in a relationship now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're ready now.
Okay,
you're ready now. So
I've prioritized it now.
You've prioritized it now. Okay. You know why I asked that question? Because we need to know if he's trying to prefer solution as regards relationship, it has to be something that you're interested in. Because it's okay for you to decide to want to be single for the rest of your life because of your experiences, or just because you want to.
Yeah.
Right? But then it needs to be something that you want, not because of society.
Yeah.
So since it is something that you want, I think what he said, you don't have to jump into conclusions. You cannot know until you try.
exactly, right?
And those people that you think that you do not like, you never can tell.
Good.
You just have to try.
Perfect, right?
Okay, so the next question that I have is centered on the schizophrenic issue of your mom, right? So have you ever experienced any stigmatization problem, backlash, tongue lash from people because of the case of your mom that has affected you in any way? Because now you say you're dealing with self-esteem, right?
Yes.
You don't have a good self-esteem. So we need to know the root cause of the low self-esteem. So is it because of the case of your mother? Is that why you have low self-esteem? What has happened in your life that made you have low self-esteem?
I think it just mostly internalizing most of the things that happened to her. Like, they didn't backlash me, but some of the things that she experienced too. You know, like she'll come and say, these people, they gave these people this, they didn't give to me. This person made me feel like that. It's just the way she was. And it made me protective of her. Like, we kind of switched roles. I couldn't be me.
So what happened to your esteem?
It's just that sometimes when I tried to be myself around people, it just felt like I was too much.
Okay.
Too much.
Yeah, like your own is too much. Like they talk too much.
So what did they tell you? You talk too much again?
Too much.
What else?
You're too hyper. Like most of the time where you want to be around friends, say, like you're too sensitive. So it just made me.
But I also think to be sincere, right? Again, it's so we have different perspectives.
I wasn't used to being a child.
Exactly.
So when I now when I now had that small child, I don't want to overdo it. Like,
Okay, can you give me a list of the things people tell you? Let Mr. Sam work with that. So they tell you you're too hyperactive.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you you're too much. They tell you you're too what? Just give us a list.
too sensitive, too emotional.
Too sensitive. What else?
It's just basically what I remember.
All right.
Too emotional.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's all? And that's what gets to your esteem and makes you feel less of
Okay,
yourself.
great.
Okay.
Currently, the job you do, right, you achieve good success on it, right? Good output. Your boss commends you for a good job, right? Job well done. Now, based on what you just highlighted, right? Again, like I said earlier, and these things are just about our perspectives, how we interpret certain things. So now, people said X, Y, Z, right? They didn't tell you, oh, you're not doing this well enough. To some individuals, these are behaviors that looks as if somebody is doing pretty well. They are doing better, fantastic.
Yes.
If you have low self-esteem, you cannot be outspoken. Yes. If you have low self-esteem, you cannot be all over the whole place. You will naturally just want to keep to yourself. You cannot be hyperactive. So which is like opposite, right? You have good self-esteem, but then you are misinterpreting their responses. You cannot have low self-esteem and they will tell you are outspoken or you talk too much, right? Or the other way around is possibly maybe you are masking it. But from what you just said, right, low self-esteem comes with, right, you want to withdraw to yourself, you talk less, there's no confidence, right? And you also tell in your job, you are doing well, you are doing pretty well. There's no way you have low self-esteem and you'll be able to perform pretty well enough, right? I want you to also...
There's no way you have low self-esteem and you'll be here speaking.
Right? Facing everybody. You get, right? So it's not, again, this thing is mostly about what you make out of it. It is not majorly about what they say to you. It's about the meaning you give to what they say. Exactly.
It's not what they say to you. It's about the meaning
you
give to what they say.
You don't have low self-esteem. And then I want you to, from today, when you get home, go and have some 10 affirmations for yourself. Confidence boosting affirmation. Like, I am enough, right? I am wonderful. I'm intelligent. I am self-confident. Just have them written out and begin to say this to yourself, right? And again, that's what we call locus of control. We should not, what should influence your behaviors, your mood, shouldn't be about what people say around you. If that is what it is, that means we are at the mercy of everybody. So that's what it means. So if you are being influenced by what we call external locus of control, that means your behaviors, your emotional awareness in life is determined by what people say and what they do not say, which is the wrong way of living, right? That's what brings emotional instability. So we are meant to be influenced by internal locus of control, meaning that the definition you give to yourself is what you determine and dictate your emotional awareness, your behaviors, your feeling. Because if it is external locus of control, which means when people say well of me, I will feel good. When they don't say well, say something well, speak well, I'll feel bad. So what it means is that people then become your remote control.
And then I don't even see anything negative that they've said.
They've not said anything bad, exactly as I'm saying, right?
Except there's something you're not telling us.
So she's reading meaning to that. Again, I don't understand. Again, it's also because of your past experiences, your childhood experiences, influencing the way you interpret certain things. So that's what happened, right? So you have to also be conscious. There's a level of self-awareness that you must develop and be sure that, am I sure I'm not? It's what we call hypervigilance, right? Are you sure? Am I not being hypervigilant? They're saying things that are naturally just pure. And then, because I'm hypervigilant.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of that, which is as a result of your childhood experiences. So be sure that what is playing out is not the childhood experiences I've had, right? And because so sometimes your behaviors are product or outcome of your experiences. Yeah, so you have to be careful of that. not because of what people are saying. They are actually saying the normal thing, what they should have said normally. But the trauma, the past experiences, right, then it influences your judgment. And so they don't say anything. I don't see you having low self-esteem, to be sincere, right?
I'm much better now.
Maybe henceforth, I think you should learn to read positive meaning
to what people say.
Much better now. This is
now.
much better.
Yes, you are doing well again, right? So you are doing pretty well. And there's also what I have to tell you. So sometimes you don't think you are doing well, but you are doing well.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, right? And then you should be your number one fan. I mean, you should be the first person to really celebrate yourself. So much more than you think you are doing well. You're not doing you're not doing so bad emotionally. It's just for you to now learn to celebrate yourself, celebrate your win, celebrate, the little effort you are putting into place. Into getting better.
Yeah.
You are doing so much, but then you think you are not doing enough, right? So do you want to do more than? You should do pretty well.
Even follow up to that question now. Okay. So just to wrap up, no, I like the fact that you said you're getting better. Yeah. You are much, not even getting. You said you're much better. I like that because that's the purpose of this show, to make sure that people tell their stories and get better. Perfect. You need to get better. You need to know that you're doing well. Someone with low self-esteem would not be here. But then, now, you've gotten tips, right, to living above. I'm even happy that I asked a question about your mother's case, and it has never been anything that caused you shame. No. That's good. If not, you're always proud. Nobody has used that to insult you or do. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
Because we have people that have gone through similar situations and then they received insults, mouth lashes because of the case of their parents. So it's fantastic. I'm happy.
They tried to, but it just didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
It didn't really bother.
In fact, so
I like that. So now,
I do think, that looking at the effort you put in place for your mom, it's even worth celebrating yourself for.
Yes.
That you went up, down, left, and right.
We should clap for her for like 7 minutes.
Right? Yes. Instead of thinking the other way.
Yes, you should. You did a very good job. So don't think the other way was not your fault. Now that you're clarified on that, is there any other thing that you need? Any other guide that you need, to just achieve the best version of yourself?
Yeah. Thank you very much. You talked about hypervigilance.
Yeah.
I see that, even in the way I was always very critical of myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's even in the way I am patient. Like I had to really try to have a relationship with myself because I didn't. I was so used to looking outside instead of, inside. So it's just how do I manage, when those
hypervigilance and triggers come,
like overthinking, like when I'm almost trapped in the this thing of negative thoughts. How do I get out of it?
Quickly.
How do I just because just that mood, like somebody, like you said, somebody will react. Maybe I made a post and I expected somebody to react this way, and the person reacted this way, and the whole day, my mood is going. So how do I stop that dependency of allowing my mood to depend, on people's actions or inactions?
Yes. So like I said earlier, right? So now, number one, your thought processes that seems to just keep running and running and running. So one, sometimes I also tell people that there's little to what you can do fighting these thoughts. It's better to just let these thoughts slide and refocus your mind on something more productive. Yes, because sometimes the more you fight those thoughts, the more they look as if they're getting bigger and bigger. And that's because you're attaching so much importance to them. So, as in those negative thoughts. So now, instead of attaching so much importance and paying attention to these thoughts, you've got something important, productive to do. Either you want to read your book, you want to prepare for your therapy session tomorrow for your children. So then you leave the thought there. Because now what happens is this: the intensity of this negative thought die down with time. if you don't attend to it, right, you don't focus and fight it, thought dies down in intensity with time. You just see that once you direct your mind into something productive, you are reading, you are preparing for tomorrow's job and all that, you just forget about this thought. Yeah, just like a butterfly, coming towards your space, it gets to your space, passes you, and then before you know, it flies out of sight. So that's the way thought works. So that's what I tell people to do sometimes. Don't attend to those thoughts. See them as less important and concentrate your mind on something more important and productive. Over time, the thought will just naturally down, right? Because now listen to this. What you focus on grows. Yes, you focus on negative thought, begin to expand. You focus on positive thought, grows. So focus on your wins. Focus on your productive engagement. Pay less attention to this negativity.
Yes.
You just see that. That's all. Yes, over time it just dies down.
Are you satisfied?
Thank you.
Are you better now?
Yes. If you engage in...
that is what you said about the tiredness.
Yeah.
How did I felt like? It just set me free because my mommy always said she was proud of me.
All right.
She always told me, there's a last audio she sent to me. I didn't even open it until after she died. She was like, Faith, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you were my daughter. And that just made sense to me because she was always proud of me. He's proud of her. So the fact that I was tired, it's okay. I'm a human being, all right?
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm human. Like, it was okay to be tired. It's just like liberated me because I'm like, okay, why are you tired? This woman gave everything for you. She sacrificed everything. And the time she needed you most, you were tired. Why were you tired at that wrong time?
Yeah.
You know what? It was okay to be tired.
It was okay.
Great.
It has liberated you.
Exactly.
We're happy about the liberation. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that you feel good.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think Mr. Sam feels good
let
as
me-
well because he's smiling.
Exactly. Of course, I'm good. Yes.
Thank you so much once again for sharing your story. I'm happy that you feel better, and I look forward to you putting all these tips into practice.
To practice.
He's told you your major question on how you can conquer that your hyperactiveness, hypervigilance, hyperdependency.
She doesn't
tips
celebrate
and
herself.
tricks.
I mean, she needs to be celebrating herself.
Yes, you need to
She
celebrate.
doesn't celebrate herself. Exactly.
You need to take time.
Yeah.
I saw you first and I said you're beautiful.
Yeah.
You need to be telling yourself that every
It took
time.
me a lot to believe that I was beautiful.
You see?
But I know now that I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
That's good. Because you are beautiful. Not many people can go out without wearing makeup.
Celebrate your wins, no matter how small the win look to you.
Not many people can go out without. See this gap
Celebrate your
tooth you
win.
have on this side.
Yeah,
There was a time when I was younger, I was using
Right?
my tongue to try to open this side because I always loved the gap tooth on this side. And you have it and you're saying you're not. Don't try
without
it.
stress, right? You see.
So you
Yeah,
see-
interesting.
You are an amazing person. You're strong. Most people will go through what you've gone through and they'll be broken for life. And I'm happy that you said, oh, you're considering going into a relationship because it's important for you. So make sure that you do it because you want to do it, not because the society wants you to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And when you now decide, just like he's advised you, be patient with yourself and don't be conclusive, like Mr. Sam said.
Yeah.
Don't jump into conclusions. Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This was really powerful. And I'm sure that everyone that watched this episode gained a lot. From those that have the same case with Faith, those that do not even have the same case as Faith. This touched every part of living a mentally healthy and balanced life. So thank you for staying tuned. I hope you put all that you've learned on the show today to practice, and I'm sure that you will live a beautiful life. Till I come your way again on another fantastic episode of the Victory Wilson Show, where we treat a unique life challenge. You deserve the very best. Never settle for less. My name is Victory Wilson. Bye.
Bye.
So, Mr. Sam, we have a small gift for you.
Really?
See the Victory Wilson Show. We appreciate your invaluable time, your expertise. We love and appreciate you, and we say thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't tell me you were going to give me this anyway.
That's what we do. We surprise people.
Okay.